It is said that whoever is chosen by the Red Demon will become the next king, but to everyone's surprise, he did not choose anyone else but Death and the mute prince, Borji. This left the second prince, Daida, in shock. He could not understand how his brother, whom he had once beaten nearly to death, could possibly be worthy of the throne. Yet the magic mirror calmed him down. The mirror told him that the true king would be revealed at the coronation ceremony. The next day, the townspeople seemed to have already heard that Borji would become the new king. They whispered among themselves in the crowd. Even Borji himself thought he would be crowned the new king, until the herald loudly announced that the new king was the second prince, Daida. Borji froze on the spot, unable to believe what he had just heard. It turned out that just the night before, the queen had torn up the late king's will. The original will had designated Borji as the heir. In the queen's eyes, Borji was both deaf and mute, and could barely lift a sword. He could never earn the respect of the people, so she planned to put her own son, Daida, on the throne. To convince everyone, she devised a fair method. She asked the 7 people present to close their eyes and vote. Those who supported Borji as king were to raise their index fingers. In the end, only 2 people voted for Borji. Thus, amid the cheers of the crowd, Daida rightfully ascended to the throne. Borji could only stand aside, heartbroken. He looked around, but no one was willing to explain why. Anger and grief intertwined in his heart, and he lowered his head, rushing out of the palace. He ran, crying uncontrollably. The tears would not stop. Meanwhile, the scene shifted to Carter. During his retreat the night before, he had been captured by Bibin. At this moment, his body was pinned to an iron hook, completely immobile. Carter used a pair of scissors to cut himself free, and forced his way out of the restraints. But he did not know that Bibin was already waiting outside for him. Soon after, Bibin found Borji and told him that Carter had left him behind and gone on a journey. Hearing this, tears welled up in Borji's eyes again. But then, he remembered what Carter had told him the night before. Borji realized something was wrong. He immediately turned and left. He found Bibin's pet, the 2-headed snake. Borji had once saved its life. He asked the snake if it knew Carter's whereabouts. The snake said it could not betray its master, but it told Borji that Bibin had sent Carter on a mission. The snake also comforted Borji, saying that many people were secretly supporting him. Meanwhile, the second prince, Daida, publicly declared that he wanted to become the world's top-ranking king, and so, he planned to eliminate anyone who refused to submit to him. He then ordered Bibin to assassinate the 2 people who had voted for Borji. Though Bibin was reluctant at heart, he had no choice but to obey the orders.